Yo, everybody, welcome to Garage Hang today. I just had to restart this over. This is so funny. I looked down at my mic stand, and this thing was like completely like about to just, if I would have moved it any more, all this would have fell over because it wasn't connected very well. So always check your gear, guys, before you do anything, which is always a given thing. I didn't pay attention today, so. Welcome to the solo episode today with me and me only. I'm getting on here to talk to you guys to see what's going on, how things have been going with me, and I picked up some current event conversations that we can have. Well, yeah, we definitely can have, because in the comments I want people's thoughts and opinions on a couple of these topics. But most importantly, if no one has never seen this before, I am Chief Eimer. I replaced my last name, part of it, with what I do. So I have pretty much created myself as that. And today on the show, I'm going to do a little bit something different in the beginning. I usually smudge the room before I do a show, but today I think I'm going to do it right now. And yeah, we'll get this going and I can talk. The purposes behind this too is clearing the energy that was in here before. Neither, good or bad. It's always just good to clear energy and, have a good space where, it feels good in here, which this place, it feels homey in here. Even though it's a garage, it's homey in here. It feels very homish, welcoming. And I've gotten that from people, so pretty much what this is that you give a good vibe to the air around you, clean off anything, because energy is transferable. If some of you haven't heard about this, transferring energy. So like when you shake someone's hand or give someone a hug, depending on what kind of energy field they have or magnetic field that they're pulling or anything like that, can depend on like you getting attached to things and like energy getting transferred to you and you feeling it, and it could be a whole different bunch of different things. So this is one reason why I do this, and plus it smells pretty good too. Some would beg to differ, but everyone has their own opinion. This is good for like evil spirits and stuff too, if like your house is haunted or stuff like that. I usually do like around my door, going to the basement once or twice a week, and then throughout the house, and I'll come out here and do the cushions and all the equipment and like all my things, and it just feels like a whole new area, even though it's like the same area. So this is why I do this. I can't remember the name of this one, but it smells really good. It's like a form of sage, but it's just a wood incense. I don't know what the actual term analogy for it is. Maybe someone in the comments can help me out with that. So this is why I do this. It's also like comforting too and calming, and it puts you in a better perspective and better mind and thinking and stuff like that. So this is why I do this. So yeah, guys, it's been a decent winter up here in Wisconsin. Didn't get much snow, which is decent, but apparently we're supposed to be getting some this week. Friday, apparently 8 inches is what they say. So we'll see what happens, but I'm ready to get out on my motorcycle. I don't know about any of you who ride motorcycles or anything like that, want to get on the road and go ride. I hear you. I'm in the same boat, paddling the same direction toward the bike. And actually, I gotta go get a new sticker renewed. So I'm not looking forward to the snow. I want to give actually my friend Andrew Jacobson a shout out for yesterday for helping me replace my front caliper on my Honda CX500, my motorcycle. She's sitting back there along the garage door. Maybe I'll put a picture or a video in this segment right here to show what it looks like. But I love riding. I've had the bike for 3 years. But thank you for spending 5 unnecessary hours yesterday on something we didn't even need to do. Which it always happens with something with me like that. Like anything that I'm supposed to go do, something like always just happens with it, and it's just funny. It's like either gonna prolong the experience or it's gonna like make it go smooth. But most of the time, sometimes things don't. Not most of the time. Sometimes things just don't go smooth for me, and that's okay. I deal with it. I take it the way it should, and overcome that piece. So that's a good thing. So. But yeah, so let's get to the topics, man. Like, this isn't like a scripted show or anything. Like, I pretty much just wrote what I felt about these topics and did like a little bit of research and just kind of like summarized my own thing into it. So let me check here. I think we have 3 topics today. Got 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, and before we start, I also want to give a shout out to Bopper. If you guys haven't heard of this, I explain this so much in my videos and everything else. I'm going to pull the card out of my wallet here. This is Bopper. It is a digital business card. Get a hold of my friends. The only business card you're going to need that no one will throw in the trash, and it's just all touch with your phone. You just go up and tap it with your phone, and internet tab pops up. Whoops, didn't click on it. It takes you right to it. And there's all my stuff. So at the end of my videos, I always have like a Bopper thing. So go check it out. Go follow me on Bopper. Go look at all my links, and we can just connect a cool way. So that's another shout out to that. And then also I'm going to shout out to the Cluck It Bucket here in town. Homie's coming up. I'm not going to give too much details on it because I don't know if he wants me to, so hopefully I'm not busted. Whoops. But definitely shout out to Bopper for sure. You guys need to get on that and check it out. There's a link and a credit, like I said, at the end of my episodes that you can go check out. So jump on that train. It's good for business, good for pretty much literally everything if you want to run a business. I personally think so. But yeah, so the first conversation today, you guys. This is a touchy one. This is a weird one, and it's not weird by choice. It's just like what's currently going on, you know. So, AI intelligence, artificial intelligence. It's a weird one. When I did a little bit of research on this, which I kind of generally already knew what it was for, but there's also multiple purposes for it too, which, like I said, I didn't dig too deep into it when I first was doing research on it and being told about it. I just kind of heard what I heard and took in what I took in, but then took a little bit of time in my hands to, do a little bit of research. So this is pretty much what I came up with, a summary and some facts and stuff like that. So AI makes it possible for machines to learn from experience, adjust to new inputs, and perform human-like tasks. Most AI examples that are here about today: chess playing, computers, to self-driving cars, deep learning, and natural processing. Okay, well, I honestly didn't think in our time, year 2024, that we would be having self-driving cars. I'm sure they probably already have flying cars. I wouldn't be surprised, just because how far we have advanced as humans in the last 20 years alone. I'm pretty sure like we were actually the first generation with an actual cell phone. I think they came out in like 90 or 87. I was doing some research on those the other day too, like when the first cell phone came out and everything else. But at that point, cell phones didn't have apps like the Nokia brick phone. That I'm pretty sure we all had that blue one or whatever color it freaking was. Pretty sure we all had it, but there was no game. There was like no apps on it. There was nothing you could do besides call and like play Snake and like play a couple other games, which, that the technology just wasn't there yet. So, chess playing. Okay, cool. I don't know why I would have an AI want to do a chess. I mean, maybe play against one, but if it's AI versus AI, then that's, I don't know, challenge the human, or challenge even the AI, because they're pretty much basing it off of human experiences. Is what it is they study us and then they incorporate that data into that machine. And I'm going to get to here in a second that there's actually 4 different types of AI, which I didn't even know about. So let me take a drink of this water. So anyway, my opinion on AI. AI to me can be good for some things. Why take the value from a human being to a machine doing day-to-day tasks? That takes away from families eating, having a roof over your head. There will be so much, this will take away so much if it isn't already hasn't. I haven't dug much into this topic because I want to stay away from it. Because I want to stay away from it. I would like to learn a couple languages. I don't need AI for that though. So, what I've done research on is a lot of scientists and statistics say AI won't replace humans. Basically because AI is based on principles that human intelligence can be defined in a way that a machine can easily mimic and excite tasks given, pretty much mimicking humans. Okay, so this is what I meant to say. Sorry, kind of mixed up. People then will ask, will AI ruin humans or tasks over our purpose? Some say the answer is no, because humans are developing AI applications through programming and algorithms. Automation makes it easier to replace manual labor. So, who knows what it will do and what it would be. Like I said, AI can be good, but the AI photos generated and all that kind of stuff is just AI music, someone could take my voice and go make a Garage Hangs episode with it, and it's just really, you can do that? And it just, that's just crazy to me. You can go download any song and freaking, not even that, you can just, see, I don't even know how this even works, to be honest. I don't even know, I've never downloaded any AI programs, I haven't downloaded nothing, anything like that. I don't want something I've even had ads pop up on my computer for using AI to edit my podcast. Go through the whole thing, pick out key moments and add them into shorts, and it will go through and it will find its key moments in the video to make shorts out of. That just takes the joy out of going through the episode again, because realistically, it's doing half your work. And people nowadays are just lazy and don't want to actually go through the whole process no more of doing from start to finish. Yeah, you can find shortcuts like Command Z to cut or stuff like that, which is fine. Those are just little shortcuts. But I don't want to use AI to completely take over what I'm doing. Meaning editing, I would rather not. I just don't. It takes the whole process out of it. Realistically, it's when I do these podcasts, I usually wait a minute and then I start the show. So when I go in post and put my clips in there, I'll clip the first minute off, have my intro, go to the end of that first clip, get ready to go to a break, I'll say that, and then I'll cut it. And then the second clip, third clip, fourth clip, whatever, so on and so forth. It would do that just for me. Which, once again, it's like having someone else do your homework. I don't, at my age now, I don't want anyone doing my homework. I want to do my own homework because I'm doing it. Not just because they are. It's because I'm doing it. And I want to do this edit. I want to spend, 3 hours, depending on how long each podcast is too. It's I could get 3 to 6 shorts out of it, 3 to 8, 3 to 6 probably, depending. That's a lot of time going through and watching all these to find key moments and, color grading them and then adding text and adding different, cool features to them and stuff. So it definitely does take time. But that's where I want to keep doing the podcast, is because of that. So in the comments, guys, let's talk about AI. Let's talk about it. I want to hear you guys' opinions. I want to hear your comments, concerns, everything. I want to just hear everything, because this is what this is for, is to have conversation and talk and be aware and just, have conscious conversations and shit. So I'm going to go back to the 4 different types of AI. So the first one is reactive machines. Reactive machines are AI systems that have they have no memory. I typed this up and I might have an error. All right, I'll start over. Reactive machines. Reactive machines are AI systems that have no memory and or are at task specific, meaning that an input always delivers the same output. Number 2, limited memory machines. This AI is evolution of the reactive machines with memory. So this one actually has memory to where it's like teaching your dog how to go to the bathroom outside. It will remember that. If it's especially given a certain task, where if you had an AI robot at your house and you'd be like, at every morning at 7:15, I want you to take the trash out. And then whenever the trash comes back, we want you to go grab the trash from the street and bring it back. Those are memories. So you can teach that robot to do things, which is wild. I can just walk down there myself and get that shit. And then theory of mind and 4, self-awareness. So those last 2 are a little spooky in good ways. Well, not really. Let me take that back. Theory of mind, that's interesting. And then self-awareness. That's a very interesting one, too, for a robot to be self-aware of what's going on around itself, which is crazy, because most humans aren't even intact with their mind and their body and their outer going like that. I'm always paying attention to what's going on around me. You have to be self-aware. You know what the hell is going on in this world nowadays. Well, you do know. I just like to know and deal with it on my own, as everyone does and should. And that's why we have shows like this, to where we can sit and talk about things. So, interesting enough. That's all I'm going to preach on today about AI. I could just go a little bit more. So yeah, comments, concerns, positive on AI, negative on AI. Why is it good? Why is it bad? I want to hear it right here in this conversation, guys. So, yeah. So AI, it is the then and now, or whatever they say it as. But yeah, man, I hope everyone's doing good. I appreciate everyone sticking around this entire time. I may have lost like 1 or 2 followers, which is totally fine, but I know most of you are on this channel to stay and watch me grow, listen to good conversation, and have a good time. Oh, and by the way, too, after this, I'm going to take a quick break, because the next 2 topics I'm going to try to get done in the next segment. But here soon, me and Amber are moving into a bigger house, and that means a bigger garage for me. So what that means is garage hang set is going to change a little bit, guys. It's going to be a little bit different. It's still going to have all this. I'm going to get new seating for the garage hangs, and the walls are all going to be finished and painted green, yellow, and white for the Packers. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot cooler, a lot better. This look it's awesome. It's great. The background's cool. I dig it. But I've always been a fan of finished garages, so I'm pretty happy on that, and have more space to do stuff in there too, and have more seating and stuff. I'm gonna get a U-shaped seating arrangement, and I think that's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna set a good vibe for the show, man. I'm pretty excited about that. So at that point, I'm just going to take a quick break. So I'll be back in a few minutes, guys, all right? All right, guys, we are back. Bring up these last two conversations here, these two topics, and you're going to be signing out today. So the second one is this solar eclipse. Like, this is actually becoming a big event. And what comes along with that, the next topic is kind of crazy. But apparently there's some conspiracy behind this around, social media has been taking a wide interest on this rare event taking place on April 8th, 2024. The total eclipse will affect 13 different states. The effect is briefly turn dark during daylight hours. The moon passes between the sun and the earth, completely blocking the face of the sun. 3.1 million people will be in effect of the eclipse through Texas and all the way to New York. Texas will get hit the hardest, sorry. They will get hit the hardest. So they're preparing for a solar energy to go down through the whole almost the entire state. So yeah, it reaches all the way from bottom of Texas and it goes all the way up to New York. So that's pretty crazy. But apparently what I've been reading, and this is how everyone's going to take it or have their own opinion or, do your own research, which is fine. Pretty much the conspiracy is that God is, supposed to, what was it? You know what? I'm not even going to say it because I don't remember it. I thought I had it prepared in my head, but I don't. So, and I don't have the notes. I think I deleted it because it was from somebody and I didn't want to put it in a yeah. So, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. My bad. But, yeah, it's supposed to be like something with the government and like doing some cyber attack or something for a distraction. Like there is normally a lot of distractions around us in the world that people don't understand, especially in the United States, how they distract us in music, performancing, stuff like that. Look up John Cena, guys. Look up what he just did recently. I want to touch more base on conspiracies. I actually want to get somebody over here to talk conspiracies with because most of them, they're pretty realistic. They sound pretty realistic, and it's not like it's a convincing thing either. They sound like it would happen. I mean, I've heard a lot of different stuff, man. Hollywood, that's why John Cena got up on top of stage and freaking did what he did, and pretty much what they're saying is that the cult is, or whoever, not even going to bring that up because it is what it is. People know about it. Starts with an I and ends with an I. So they're like little puppets. And that's kind of one reason why too I kind of just stay away from that kind of crap. And it's like I do all this for fun, and obviously I'll say it again, but like, a paycheck from YouTube once the days come where I have the view time and the subscribers, let's go. That'd be cool. I could quit my job and I could just podcast when I can and just, when I want. I could do it during the day, night, whenever, and I'll have no time limit for it, which is even cooler. So, but I'm not here to make it big. I'm not here to sell out. I'm not. Once I get money, start changing my clothing to spending money on a bunch of unnecessary brands. Like, I shop at Route 21 for men's jeans. I go to Goodwill all the time to find sick clothes. I found this sweatshirt there. The good, the bad, the ugly, the Packers, Vikings, and Bears. Dude, this sweatshirt's classic. It's classic. Like, and I wear simple shoes. Like, I don't go and spend $80, $90, $100 on shoes anymore. I'm actually waiting for my Yeezy Pods to arrive. It's been freaking since Valentine's Day since we ordered them, and I freaking want them. So, but yeah, this is not for me to change whatsoever. Obviously, I'm here to grow and evolve. The the thing money will do for me is provide for myself that I never have before. And, you know, energy break. The train. You know, not to struggle to help, save, prepare, and plan. Nowadays, it's just super hard to do that without having a really, really, really good job. And it's not even just saying excuse. It's just you got to find ways to go out and hustle and make money and do things that you can do. Get, you know, a part-time job after your full-time job, to where your part-time job is just all saving up money. Do that for a year. You know what I mean? Like, you don't got to do it forever. Do it for 2 years. Do it for however long you want. You know, figure out ways to make yourself better in ways, but don't let the better make better you. Like, thinking you need all this shit. Like, instead of going and buying like Dior or like any of those like crazy Gucci and all them, like, you know what I would do? I'd go spend money on making Legos, action figures, cool Packer stuff, like cameras, equipment, you know, soundproofing stuff, lighting. Hire a couple friends to do jobs in the Garage Hang series, to like do lighting, do production, which I already got a production guy. So yeah, things would change like that for money, but you won't see me like wearing top end stuff. That's not me. It hasn't been me. It never will be. I know people have said that, but I got way better things to do than spend money on. And that's the last thing. Like, I even went and bought pants the other day, and I took them back because I was just like, one, they were weird. They're like these stacked jeans. Like, I don't even know how you freaking describe them. They're 32-32, which that's what I wear in pants. Because after you wash them and hang dry them a little bit, they shrink a little bit. And so I tried these on, and they were just like all bunched like this much. I'm like, what the hell are these? And the lady was like, they're stacked. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? She's like, it's some new fad about men liking their jeans all scrunched up at the end. I'm like, oh my God, you want, oh my God, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll take these back. And it's like, I cannot find just a simple pair of pants anymore, even too, because like pants are expensive. Just everything in general is just expensive nowadays, and it sucks. But you got to deal with it. You know, I make what I have last. You know, I go to Walmart sometimes, and I bought these pants. Like, they're just like some joggers with like some pockets and stuff. They're comfortable, like, but in the same time too, fashion just a little weird too. But I'm gonna get into this last topic here, guys, and this is an interesting one. I did a lot of quite a bit of research on these guys. So, depending on where you're going to be, as in the United States wise, around this time in the spring, where you're gonna be. I'm actually gonna light this up again. I love the smell of this stuff, you guys. Go to I don't even I would say Urson, but I've heard some things about that place, which every time I've gone in there, it's been really good. So who knows? People have experiences. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But excuse me. Go to Urson, go to Walmart, go to like any, you know, head shop where they sell like whoops, sit on the cord. Like, you know, pipes and all that stuff for smoking tobacco and all that. You can go there and get this stuff. And it's really good, man. So I'd suggest giving it a try. And also, too, guys, while you're doing this, if you're breathing it in and sitting certain directions and holding your fingers certain directions, I have 4 different poses that I do for manifesting things in. And this actually helps clear the energy in the mind, too. So this is really good, too, focused. But, yeah, this next one, man, it's the cicada attack. The 2024 cicada attack. Yeah. If you guys don't know what a cicada is, it's some annoying-ass bugs that make them annoying-ass noises for a long time. And they're about that big. They're pretty big boys. And apparently this spring there's supposed to be a huge attack between the states of Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Mainly in Missouri, there's swarms. But for all you bug lovers this year, we have some interesting creatures. The cicadas coming in a few states in the springtime. Experts say that these cicadas will arrive with enormous numbers, ranging from 500,000 per acre to 1.5 million per acre. This is possible because a single cicada will produce their nymph skin, will be shed, that builds up, and then as they start dying, after they're done with reproduction and laying eggs, that is when they start collecting. So, okay, so check this out. Once a cicada pops out of the ground, it is go time with the romance. So as soon as these guys get out, that's what you hear that sound is, that loud cicada sound. That's mating call for a male, and that's a male. So females don't make any mating calls whatsoever, apparently. Male cicadas can reach decibels similar to a lawnmower or a passing jet, which is insane. Because you think you're outside and you like hear a jet fly over, you're like, you know, you can kind of hardly hear the person, you know, you're talking to next to you. It's like, it's kind of crazy. And a lawnmower, depending on what kind of lawnmower you got, those things are loud as shit, you know, insane. So numbers will be large, but the life cycle is very short. Just 4 to 6 weeks. So just 4 to 6 weeks, we have to listen to this wonderful sound. Anyways, good things about cicadas. You may not think about. I didn't know any of these. Number 1, are a valuable food source for birds and other predators. Makes sense. It's an insect. Sweet. Number 2, can create lawns and improve water filtration into the ground. Okay. Pretty interesting. Pretty cool. Pretty sweet about that animal, that little creature. Number 3, add nutrients to the soil as they decompose. Pretty interesting, right? The life cycle of these cicadas, once they do live behind a new generation of cicadas, these nymphs, which is the outer shell or the beginning of the cicada, will live underground until the year 2038. And once again, that's we're in 2024 right now, so that's, you know, 14 years from now that they'll hatch. No, yeah, 14 years from now they'll hatch. So again, with the states, they are going to be Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Pay attention to this. They don't know how long they're going to last here. Well, 4 to 6 weeks. I said that. Sorry. So a little over a month and a half. You get to hear these wonderful creatures go crazy and mate, and there's going to be a shit ton. So if that's just nuts. If you go online and actually go look up the map of this attack, like almost the whole state of Missouri is like covered in them. And it's just like from like Milwaukee down in Wisconsin, that's going to be covered in them. So we may or may not get it, but you know, it's something to be aware of. It's something to be interested about and good to know. So, I got 2 episodes coming up this weekend, guys. I'm going to have for the next 2 weeks following. Pretty excited to have a couple more people come on the show. It's like I said, it's been a slow winter. It's just been, you know, hit or miss. People have stuff going on. I have stuff going on. I don't have heat for the garage, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's no excuses, though. So the good thing with this new place is that it's insulated. And if I run my heater for a little bit of time, especially in the wintertime, it will stay hot in there for a little bit longer than it does in here. So that's actually pretty sick. You know, on nice days like this, too, you just heat it up just a little bit, and I think it's still like almost 50 degrees in here, which is totally fine. It's comfortable. I just worry about the feet getting cold because that's just, it sucks. That's what I worry about. So that's why I really want to keep it warm in here. And so, yeah, so off to bigger and better things in myself, and I'm also starting a new career that I'm starting here in the next 2 weeks, which I'm really, really, really excited about. I'm not going to touch base on that because I don't want to provide that information. So just hope for the best for me, hope the best for my family. I wish the best for you and your family too. I'm a very caring person. If you haven't watched these episodes yet, I'm very full of life and energy and positivity and speak what's on my mind heavily to see if other people are going through what I'm going through and they might need some insight on something, or you know, or just whatever, the fact that they're happy for me. And I do appreciate every single one of you who comment, like, share, watch my videos, especially on YouTube, that interact and ask me questions and bring up topics and stuff like that too. And especially on Facebook, when I ask for people's help with topics, it's really cool because, you know, it's not always what I want to talk about. And so it was really interesting today to pull up these 3 different topics on what I chose to do today. AI intelligence was the first one. We got the solar eclipse that's going to be going in, happening in Illinois, April 8th. Yep, April 8th. And then we talked about the cicadas and how crazy but helpful they can be to the environment. So today, guys, I'm signing off here. It's Chiefheimer. Thanks for tuning in to Garage Hangs. Y'all be smooth and have a good rest of your day and have a good weekend, y'all. Peace.
Stand.